violence.
We are not a virus.
Stop Asian violence.
We are not a virus. Sorry. Help yourself. Everything's free.
Okay, thank you.
White supremacists, go away.
White supremacists, go away.
Racism has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho.
Racism has got to go.
Hey, hey. Ho, ho.
Racism has got to go.
Hey, hey. Ho, ho.
Racism has got to go.
There you go. All right, cool. So we're going to go through a lot of these, and then later on we're just going to start shouting things, and you guys are going to know what to say. Sheets being handed out, so make sure you follow along, all right?
I'm going to say, say it loud, say it clear. AAPI, welcome here. Say it loud, say it clear.
AAPI, welcome here.
All right. So are you ready? The next one, everybody knows. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
Justice.
Tell me what you need, what you really, really need.
Justice.
And how are we going to get it? People power. How are we going to get it?
Come on, people power.
All right, so tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
Justice.
Tell me what you need, what you really, really need. Justice. How are we going to get it?
People power.
How are we going to get it? People
All
power.
right, cool. Guys, this is not, you guys need to get louder. I don't think 99 Hudson hears you. I don't think any of these tall buildings hear you yet.
Yeah. All right, let's do. Are you guys ready? Who keeps us safe? We keep us safe. Who keeps us safe?
We keep us safe.
Whose streets? Our streets. Whose streets? Our streets. There we go. Okay, and now this is how this one goes. So, the people united will never be defeated. The people
United
will never be
defeated.
defeated.
The people united.
Will never be defeated.
The people united.
Will never be defeated. All right. And now, ain't no power like the power of the people, because the power of the people don't stop.
Say what?
Ain't no power like the power of the people, because the power of the people don't stop.
Say what?
Ain't no power like the power of the people, because the power of the people don't stop. Say what?
Yeah. All right, now I'm going to test you guys. Stop Asian violence.
We are not a virus.
Stop Asian violence.
We are not a virus.
Stop Asian violence.
We are not a virus.
All right, cool. I think they got it.
Yeah, just one more. Show me what community looks like.
What community looks like.
Show me what community looks like.
This is what community looks like.
All right.
All right, cool. So let's go back to it. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Racism has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. White supremacy has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Hey, hey, ho, ho.
White supremacy has got to go.
Hey, hey, ho, ho.
White supremacy has got to go.
Hey, hey, ho, ho.
White supremacy has got to go.
Racist, sexist, anti-gay. White supremacists, go away. Racist, sexist, anti-gay. Who keeps us safe? Who keeps us safe?
We keep us safe.
Come on, New York City. Who keeps us safe?
We keep us
We're here for each other. We are not a virus. Stop Asian violence.
We are not a virus.
Stop Asian violence.
We are not a virus.
Stop Asian violence.
We are not a virus.
But yeah, but the weather's nice, we can be outside.
Last one. When our neighbors
glad
get
Heather's family
attacked,
knows
what do we do? Rise up, fight back. When our elders get attacked, what do we do? Rise up, fight back. When Asians are getting attacked, what do we do? Rise
guys. We can't see our elders getting beat up. No, we can't see that.
Our safety is in people power. Our safety is in community. We keep each other safe. Remember that. We stand here in solidarity, not only with us Asian people, but also with Black, Indigenous, Latino people, everybody, because at the end of the day, we are all fighting against the same thing. So what are we going to ask for? Community power, people power. So show me what community looks like.
This is what community looks like.
Show me what solidarity looks like.
This is what solidarity looks like. All right, guys, so keep this energy up. We're going to get this party started, so why don't we introduce our MCs for the evening. Ruthie and Rolando, come on up.
Hello, everyone. Good sunny April afternoon.
Hello, Jersey City! I'm Rolando Navarro, Jersey City Councilman at Large. With the tragic loss of Councilman Michael Young last year to COVID, I'm the lone standing Asian American city official here in Jersey City. Thank you all for coming out today.
And my name is Ruthie. I am a member of Migrante New Jersey. Migrante New Jersey is a grassroots organization fighting for national democracy in the Philippines and also for the rights and welfare of migrant workers here in the United States. I'm so honored to be your MC today, and it's so lovely to see so many people of all races coming in solidarity to stop Asian hate. Before we begin, I wanted to say that we are gathered here today on occupied territory of the Lenni Lenape people who have had steward in this land for many, many years. We're coming here today to be in solidarity with the Asian American community because of the alarming rise of recorded incidents of hate crimes across the country. And 68% of those crimes are directed at Asian women. Asians comprise of 25% of the Jersey City population. And so in this light, we're coming together because change starts with us recognizing that we are part of creating change, right? It is not a passive thing that we just ask for or wait for. We are coming here today in this rally to say that we are part of the change. Can I hear some? Yeah, okay.
As Ruthie said, Jersey City is one of the most diverse cities in the entire nation. And so we are all here today to denounce bigotry, xenophobia, and hatred, and to declare that in America, hate has no home here, and in Jersey City, hate does not have a home here. We have a great group of speakers who are going to send that message resoundingly. We are honored and privileged that we will have New Jersey Attorney General Gerber Gruwell, the Amol Sinha, the Executive Director of the ACLU, Representatives Shirley Eng from Asian American Legal Defense and Education Fund, Migrante New Jersey, young people from Championing for Political Change, and so many more. We will have a mix of politicians and elected officials and members of community who are standing here in solidarity to deliver this message and to deliver our asks from the community.
Yes. And so, the other part of this, right? Like, we're coming together today in this rally, but this doesn't end here, right? I hope that we can see that this creating change is lasting, right? And it'll take more than just one rally and coming together. This is just the first step, so congratulations everyone for showing up today. If you notice, there are QR codes around. There's like a circle, white paper with circle. Can you see it? If you can see to scan the QR codes, and that will send you to a link where you can participate in a letter writing campaign. The letter writing campaign asks Jersey City constituents to support 7 asks from the Jersey City community to help put to action what we mean by stopping Asian hate or stopping anti-Asian violence here in Jersey City. So all throughout the program, we'll hear about these 7 things, and I hope you can check it out and see that you are part of this as part of the Jersey City community.
Okay. Turn your phones on to those QR codes anytime throughout the program.
Good afternoon or good day.
At this time, we're going to call for a moment of silence. So as the crimes and the incidents of violence against the Asian American community has continued, we're going to call for a moment in silence for those victims who were murdered and killed, and those who were harmed and hurt through those acts, those violent acts of bigotry. And we will invoke the names of some of those victims, and in this moment of silence, we remember all those victims because we know we don't have all of those names for sure. Ruthie? Oh, yes. Reka Nandwani, a community leader in the Indian community and in Jersey City's community. Will you bring the lamp? Will you light the candles, rather?
Yeah, to start our ceremony and again honoring people that have been survivors of anti-Asian crimes, any sort of oppression, we would like to call on Reka Nandwani to the stage, please.
Hello everyone, while Rolando lights the lamp, we'll just take a minute of silence and chant for the lamp. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you.
And now we invoke the names of the victims of Asian hate crimes. Ruthie?
Hyun Jang Grant, 51. Zhao Ji Tan, 49. Young A Yu, 63.
Sun Cha Kim, 63. Sun Chung Park, 74. Dao Yong Feng, 33.
Delaney Yoon, 33. Paul Andre Michaels, 54. Noel Quintana, 61.
Vilma Kari, 65. Zhao Zhenzi, 75. Angelo Quinto, 33.
Toby Diller, 31. Dennis Carolina, 53. Yongshin Huang, 16.
Kang Wong, 84. Yang Song, 38. Muhammad Anwar, 66.
When people's rights are under attack, what do we do?
Fight back!
What do we do? Rise up, fight back. When people's rights are under attack, what do we do?
Rise up, fight back!
What do we do?
Rise up, fight back!
I said, what do we do?
Rise up, fight back!
I'd like to call on our first speaker for today, Vernon Richardson, who will be representing Jersey City Mayor's Office.
Jersey City Mayor Stephen Fulham.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am here representing the mayor of Jersey City, who could not be here today. But he asked that I add my voice to yours in solidarity with this cause. A year ago, I was the chief of staff to then Councilman Michael Yoon in Jersey City. And I know that we have a lot of speakers. I'm going to be very brief, but I want to just share this story with you. 13 months ago, as we were starting to feel the fear of the virus before it even came to this continent, he and I, along with Councilman Bongiano, visited the 2 hospitals in our city to get briefings on the status in preparation. And we heard all of the talk about how the hospital was prepared. And as we left those 2 meetings, the councilman turned to me, he shook his head and he said, New Jersey doesn't know what's about to hit it. And he said, you can anticipate a rise in anti-Asian violence coming up. And as an African American, I didn't see it coming. I have to admit, and I apologize to everyone here. I was totally ignorant. Less than a week later, he pointed out a story of a man in Bergen County that was chased from a restaurant for fear that he might have the virus. My goodness, it's 2021. We're almost 60 years after a man had a dream, and we're still living this nightmare. So this week we mark the 1-year anniversary of the councilman's death this past Tuesday. And the only thing I want to leave you with is 3 things. We must continue to organize against anti-Asian hate. We should not have to say Asians are not a virus anymore. We shouldn't have to say that anymore. We need to listen to our fellow residents, our fellow neighbors, because some of them are not going to give voice to their pain. So we have to look at them and hear them, and we must not be afraid to become loud. I saw a sign over there just a few moments ago about not being quiet, just so that some folks are made comfortable. Don't allow us to be comfortable. Be loud. Excuse me? I'm sorry he couldn't be here. Absolutely it is. Absolutely it is. Absolutely it is. He had other commitments.
I guess other things are more important for him.
Where is he? 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 Where is he?
I hear you, and I respect your passion, but he's not here and I'm here.
I appreciate you being here,
Thank
but
you.
he is the mayor of this city. This is City Hall. Where is he?
I hear you.
Do we have to do this again so he can show up and speak in his own words, or does he not actually care?
Yes, he
Where
does.
is he?
Yes, he does. I will go back and forth because we have a lot of speakers today. like I said, I respect your passion, and I'm sorry he's not here.
Passion?
Yes.
Thank you for being patronizing. It's not passion.
It's not patronizing.
Anger.
He needs our votes!
We're gonna move on.
All right, guys, I like that energy, I guess, but we're gonna do another energy. Stop Asian hate! Come on, guys, stop Asian hate! Stop Asian hate! Stop Asian hate! Stop Asian hate! I can't hear you!
Stop Asian hate. Stop Asian hate.
There you go!
Stop Asian hate.
Louder!
Stop Asian hate.
Louder!
Stop Asian hate.
Scream it!
Stop Asian hate.
Loud!
Stop
Let's
Asian
go!
hate. Stop Asian hate.
Stop Asian hate! Stop Asian hate!
Stop Asian hate.
There you go! I love it. That's the energy. Keep that energy. All right, who's up?
So tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
Justice!
Tell me what you need, what you really, really need.
Justice!
How are we gonna get it?
People power!
How are we gonna get it?
People power.
All right, cool. Who's up? Keep it up, guys.
All right, we're going to bring in some powerful speakers now as well. Bring in some more. We have from the organization Championing Political Change. They have been instrumental in putting this rally together. Please welcome Romesa Ansari and Jay Javeri.
Hello everyone, and thank you for coming out today and standing with us in solidarity against anti-Asian hate crimes. My name is Jay Javeri, and I, along with Romesa, founded the Championing Political Change organization. We are a youth-led organization that strives to advocate for equal representation in government and empower Asian Americans in the great state of New Jersey to amplify their political voices. We work to organize this rally because as the most diverse city in the country, it is crucial that Jersey City comes out in support of the Asian American community. Yes, right. It is only when we come out in numbers like this that we can send a powerful message that lets everyone know that we must protect Asian lives and put an end to blatant racism and xenophobia. We must come together in solidarity.
Thank you, Jay. And another thank you to everyone in the crowd for taking the time out of your Saturday to come and stand up against Asian hate. My name is Romesa Ansari, and I'm a co-founder of the Championing Political Change organization. As a youth-led organization, we recognize the importance of young people advocating for and catalyzing change. It is never too early to make sure that your voice is heard. In order to inspire more young Asian Americans to dispel the model minority myth, we must work towards educating our youth about the powerful history of Asian Americans. Learning Asian American history allows us to draw from and become inspired by the advocacy of our ancestors and elders. The study of Asian American history allows our non-Asian allies to become educated on the struggles our community has faced and overcome. Asian American studies must be a part of school curriculums. Thank you.
And going off of what Romesa just said, please scan the QR codes that you'll see all over here to send an email with our asks to our representatives. Thank you so much for coming out.
Thank you.
Assemblyman of the New Jersey 33rd Legislative District.
Thank you, and thanks to all of you for being here. You know, while serving on the front lines as essential workers, throughout the pandemic, as physicians and nurses, as grocery store and public transit workers, as teachers and gas station attendants, the AAPI community has been battling two pandemics, COVID-19 and hate. And what we've seen over the past year, nearly 4,000 hate incidents against Asian Americans, with Asian women as victims 2.3 times as often as men. Discrimination, it's actually been an undeniable and unfortunate part of the Asian immigrant experience for a long time. It wasn't until 1943 that 6 decades of formal, legally sanctioned Chinese exclusion was ended in our country's immigration policy. And for my Pinoy friends here today, this year marks only the 75th anniversary of the Luceller Act, which was the first time Filipinos and Indians were allowed to naturalize as citizens. That means our parents, maybe even some people here today, were all alive when it wasn't even legal for Asian Americans, like so many of us here today, to be citizens of this country or vote. And during my short lifetime, just 34 years ago, right here in Jersey City, in whose waters Ellis Island sits, the duckbuster attack struck fear into the hearts of elderly South Asians here and throughout the state. And these acts actually inspired our state's bias crimes law. And then for the last 4 years, we have a commander-in-chief who fans the flames of hate when he and others on screen refer to the pandemic repeatedly as the Kung Flu or the China virus. Hate becomes normalized. It comes out of the shadows, and what's been happening happens even though a few of the most decorated combat units in any war in the history of America were comprised of Asian Americans. So at the state level, we're sponsoring legislation that mirrors the federal COVID-19 hate crimes bill pending in Congress, and I look forward to continuing to work with some of the groups represented here today on enacting wide-ranging policies that help us better combat xenophobia and bigotry.